confront one of the men that has helped terrorize his family for the past 3 months. We'll find out tonight.
Approaching the ring first from Death Valley, weighing 299 pounds, The Undertaker!
And JR, how fitting is it on the premiere edition of WWE Superstars, the quintessential WWE Superstar, The Undertaker, takes part in the first ever match.
The most feared man in WWE history, making his first appearance on television since his historic match with Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania.
WWE Superstars, the only WWE program where you can see all 3 brands featured. Superstars from ECW, SmackDown, and Raw will be here each and every week.
It's going to be like a massive all-star game each and every Thursday night right here on WGN American. And as you said, Todd, what better way to start it than with the most feared man in the annals of the WWE?
Well, you can expect everything here on WWE Superstars, including the dead man himself. JR, as you mentioned, he faced off against the Heartbreak Kid at the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania. What a match that was.
Arguably the greatest match in the 25-year history of WrestleMania.
17-0. Perhaps the most honored, most revered record in all of sports and entertainment. No one has beaten The Undertaker on the grandest stage of them all. Electric, JR, much like they were this past Friday on SmackDown for the first ever stretcher match. It was Jeff versus Matt, less than a week removed from their brutal Extreme Rules match at WrestleMania. And Jeff was dominating this stretcher match, but true to form, Jeff Hardy rolled the dice, and this time it didn't pay off. A crash and burn, Matt with the steel chair across his brother's skull, and Matt Hardy wheels Jeff across the finish line for the win.
And Matt Hardy could be in for another stretcher match here tonight if The Undertaker has his way.
Well, JR, as you know, The Undertaker, one of the, if not the most intimidating superstars in WWE history. The Undertaker's won a lot of his matches before the opening bell even rings.
Undertaker, a very intimidating presence, and Matt Hardy is certainly well aware of the vaunted reputation of the Demon of Death Valley.
I spoke to Matt Hardy before this match began. He told me he would not be intimidated by The Undertaker. I'm not sure how Matt intends for that to happen.
But it's hard not to be intimidated by The Undertaker. And Matt Hardy certainly stepping up in the face of the most feared striker in the WWE. Man, that security wall is very, very unforgiving.
I'm sure Matt Hardy can attest to that. Take a look and listen to this impact. And what kind of condition is Matt Hardy in after that Extreme Rules and stretcher match with his brother?
Well, the same question could be asked about The Undertaker. And that header that he took over the top rope to the concrete floor at the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania.
And look out.
We're going old school on WWE Superstars. Matt Hardy's got to stick and move, find some weakness if he can. Can Matt Hardy upset The Undertaker? We're going to find out when we come back.
Welcome back to the premiere edition of WWE Superstars here on WGN America. The Undertaker squaring off against Matt Hardy, and things aren't going too well for the underdog Hardy.
Undertaker is I'm not going to count Matt Hardy out. After seeing him the last couple of weeks, accompanied by The Undertaker, results in a near fall, and that speaks to Matt Hardy's resilience.
The past few weeks, Matt Hardy has been only concerned with his brother Jeff, has promised to erase Jeff from the WWE, but tonight, Hardy can focus on nothing else except for the task that stands in front of him, the 7-foot, 300-pound Undertaker.
And the achievement of beating The Undertaker on this inaugural broadcast of WWE Superstars here on WGN America would go miles and miles from Matt Hardy.
Certainly this is one of the biggest matches in Matt Hardy's career. Can he step up to the plate? Can he knock off the dead man?
Somehow Matt Hardy's got to destroy the vertical base of the near 7-footer.
Ooh, this is trouble, ladies and gentlemen. The Undertaker has that right fist clenched around the throat of Matt Hardy. Look out! No! Hardy able to counter.
The counter by Hardy, and Hardy with a neck breaker. Hardy testing the neck of The Undertaker after WrestleMania. That is smart strategy by Hardy.
Those of you who did not see that epic encounter between HBK Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker at WrestleMania, then they missed that leap over the top rope by The Undertaker, and he landed JR right on top of his head. And look at Hardy again, targeting that throat.
We have to ask ourselves, how much did the classic with Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania take out of The Undertaker? Hardy again, focusing on the neck. Handed to Matt Hardy. But the will of The Undertaker is indescribable. And those right hands are thunderous.
And again, The Undertaker loading it up, but Hardy with the counter. Fantastic defense.
Hardy with a great counter. Hardy looking for the upset.
He's got the leg hook, ladies and gentlemen, and a 2 count.
Matt Hardy is executing the perfect game plan for him against The Undertaker tonight, considering what The Undertaker went through just a couple of weeks ago.
And Hardy now, again, around that throat, trying to cut off the oxygen, cut off the blood supply to the brain of The Undertaker. That
chancery is reaching the neck of The Undertaker. If The Undertaker does have damage, Matt Hardy intends to exploit it.
And Hardy, like a leech, refusing to let go.
Hardy very pugnacious. Oof. Hardy knows what's at stake here.
And JR, are you surprised at what we're seeing right now? Matt Hardy in control.
Matt Hardy, what a great move here. All this torque and pressure on the neck of The Undertaker. Undertaker having to carry Matt Hardy's full body weight. I'm not surprised Hardy is a student of this game.
Our referee asking The Undertaker, does he want to continue? And look at this, Matt Hardy refusing to let go.
And Undertaker refusing to tap and to say, I quit. Look at the intensity. The eyes of The Undertaker always tell an amazing story.
You know, many have referred to The Undertaker's eyes as dead eyes. One of the most intimidating stares in all of sports and entertainment.
Well, they can certainly be intense. Underscore intense. Nice counter again by Hardy, beating The Undertaker to the punch.
And Hardy from a long way away perhaps telegraphed it a too much, and he was met right in the jaw with one of those big boots of the Undertaker. And now the Undertaker going for the cover and the win.
No. Undertaker looking to end it with that big boot counter. Got a near fall. Oh, wow.
What a contest we're seeing here in our debut edition of WWE Superstars.
WGN America, the place to be. Right here. Man, what a close, good impact.
And for a moment, everything was going right for Matt Hardy. Now everything is going wrong.
Oh! The snake eyes and that big boot again. Great leaping ability and agility.
And now the cover from the Undertaker, and again a 2. Oh, well, Thursday nights will never be the same again, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in here to WWE Superstars. Are you about to witness The Undertaker pick up the first ever win?
Oof. Matt Hardy deciding that discretion is a better part of valor. I can't blame him.
Well, what would you do?
I would run all the way out of this building. That's what I would do. Matt Hardy's trying to regroup.
Yeah, if you're Matt Hardy, you may be doing that. No!
Matt Hardy with that steel chair being admonished by the official.
Hardy needs to be careful of a count out here. He's got 10 seconds to get back in the ring. And he does it, ladies and gentlemen.
Can you believe this?
He walked away. He quit, JR.
What a coward.
The winner of this match as a result of a countout, The Undertaker.
This match was very entertaining, very competitive, but all of a sudden, hey, whoa, it's Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy attacking his brother man. This sibling rivalry is hotter than ever.
It started on Raw and SmackDown, and now it's bled over to WWE Superstars.
Matt Hardy, from the frying pan right back into the fire. That massive hand of the Undertaker. A thunderous choke slam from the Demon of Death Valley. With an unwanted, unlikely assist from Jeff Hardy.
Matt Hardy wanted to quit, but his brother Jeff said, I don't think so. And The Undertaker adds the exclamation point with that choke slam from 7 feet in the air.